Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good evening and welcome to Midvale Speedway for the Ohio Invitational Fall Classic presented by Snap-on Tools by Doug Poole and Shook Auto. 157 different drivers are ready to go racing on this beautiful Saturday night at Midvale Speedway. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you please rise for opening ceremonies, and gentlemen, remove your hats. At this time, I'd like to have a moment of silence for a super fan, Misty Engstrom. She sat in the family section every Saturday night here at Midvale Speedway. She has recently passed away. This moment of silence for Misty. And now for the invocation tonight, I turn it over to Brandon McCrae.
Father God, we're just thankful for another day and the many blessings that you give us. Father, we're thankful for the reminder that how precious every day is. And for us here at the races tonight, we know how precious we have another day. Father, I just ask that you be with everybody here at the track, everybody on the grandstand side, on the pit side, the drivers, the track workers. Just continue to look over every single one of us and keep us all safe. Father, we're thankful for everything that you do for all of us. It's in your Son's name that we pray. Amen.
Presenting the colors tonight, Doug Poole with Snap-on Tools, one of the presenting sponsors this weekend. Also the Dan Burden cars in memory of Doug Mate. The modified race tonight is the Doug Mate Memorial. Also our thoughts tonight with Sue Schwark, as she will be memorialized in the late model event, and Hank Lang in the street stocks. And now the playing of our national anthem. Thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Midvale Speedway, the Ohio Invitational Fall Classic, presented by Snap-on Tools by Doug Poole and Shook Auto. Great field of race cars on hand for tonight's action. We'll all start with our Bandoleros and their heat race action. Following the Bandos will be the McIntosh Oil Company late models for heat race action. The Canton Drop Ford Modifieds will run third with their heat races. Then we bring up the Legend cars, the Open Modifieds, the Snap-on Tool by Doug Poole Open Street Stocks, the Ross Mountain Barbecue Mini Trucks, and the Bucky Mowing Compacts, all in action tonight here at Midvale Speedway.
Rolling on to the raceway, our first 8-lap heat race of the night. It is for
Bandoleros onto the racetrack as they will get ready to go full invert for their heat race action. On the pole will be the number 8 car of Emma Likens. Emma Likens on the pole. Actually electing to start a little deeper in the field in that car number 8. Number 18 car, starting at the back of the pack, is Michael Mazzagatti. As the field of Bandoleros are actually led by William Pellizzari. William Pellizzari in car number 0 out of Norton, Ohio will be the pole setter. The lineup has changed a little bit. The 34 of Lucas Diamond starting on the outside of row number 1. Row number 2 is the 87 of Chloe Mazzagatti. And on the outside, the number 21 of Brady Cart out of Barberton. Row number 3 is the 2 car of Aiden Kitchen. And on the outside of row number 3 is flying Ryan Likens. Our final row again, car number 18, Michael Mazzagatti. That's the starting field. Getting ready for Fall Classic Racing at Midvale Speedway underway in turn number 4. Terry Collette gives them the green, and we are racing the youngsters of the weekend. Racing in the Bandoleros take their way down into turn 1. Contact made, trouble cars around in the second turn. Just like that, half the straightaway and about one turn in contact ensues, and Bandoleros everywhere. Fortunately, it looks like we won't be able to pull away from the scene. We'll have a restart in moments in this 8-lap Bandolero heat race. Take a look at some of the drivers on the racetrack. The 34 of Lucas Zywick from Hinckley, Ohio, was actually the champion this season in Martin Speedway in the Bandolero division. Ryan Likens finished second in their point standings. He's out of Dayton, Ohio. Chloe Mazzagatti in the 87 was third in the standings from Akron. Brady Cart, the 21, was fourth. And Jason Prosser not in attendance in the 11 car. 87, Chloe Mazzagatti taking it to the pit area, something breaking on that 87. Driver from Akron, Ohio, one of the Mazzagatti race team entries. Of course, Michael Mazzagatti still out there in the 18, riding around in the back of the field. So our first yellow of the evening comes with an accident involving our pole setter, the 00 of Lillian Pellizzari from Norton, Ohio. So no laps in, 8 laps to go. Again, coming up after this one, McIntosh Oil Company late models up next for heat race action. McIntosh Oil Company late models up next. So it looks like the 00 of Lillian Pellizzari might also be eliminated from action. She finished 6th in the Barberton Speedway standings this year. Getting ready to realign the Bandoleros, getting the white flag, and they'll go green
next time around. Looks like our new pole sitter is going to be the 21 of
Brady Cart. Lining up in single file formation.
coming green this time for restart. No laps in 8 to go. Brady Card gave the 21 car. Get back underway. Single file restart. Likens in the second spot. Aiden Kitchen in the third position. And Michael Mazzagatti in the 18. Side by side for the race lead. Here comes flying Ryan. Likens to the outside lane. Kitchen's going to go to the inside. The car on the front straightaway. A three-car battle for the number 1 spot. Into that first and second turn, taking over the race lead. It'll be the 2K of Kitchen, but then Lycan comes up on the inside lane. Lycan pushes up the track to turn number 4. Tim's long to the first wall, nearly running out of room. And looping it around into turn number 2 is going to be the number 2 of Aiden Kitchen. Kitchen spins it in the yellow flag waves. The field is slow. So caution is out. We've completed 2 laps. 2 laps in and 6 laps to go in the Bandoleros. Much of the field up for the remaining 6 laps of heat race action for the Bandos. Next time around, we'll be coming to green. Coming to the green this next time around. Race leader Ryan Lycan, second spot. Brady Card, third spot. The 2 of Aiden Kitchen after the spin. Michael Mazzagatti trying to gain experience in the 18 car in the 4th restarting position. Field comes back to green. 6 laps to go in the Bandoleros. Lead is Ryan Likens. Ryan Likens from Dayton, Ohio. To the outside for the number 2 starting spot, Aiden Kitchen. Oh, look out. Turn number 4, got a spinner. It is the 2. Aiden Kitchen spins it. Kitchen gets rolling once again. Hopefully be able to stay green so far. Still green. And we'll get rolling again. Five down, going to be 6 down. Lap traffic now. Kitchen moves to the outside. Lycan moves to the inside. Oh, look out, Mazzagatti in the middle. 2 to go. Coming to the white flag, 1 more out to go for the race leader, Ryan Likens. That number 14 Likens the chance that he comes around and picks up the victory. Big lead build up, straightaway over Brady Card to turn 3 to turn 4. Family tradition racing driving the pain. Lewis Tools number 14 picking up the first win of the weekend, flying Ryan Likens. Second spot to Brady Card. Aiden Kitchen finishes 3rd, and the number 2 finishing 4th is Michael Mazzagatti. Making his way from turns 3 and 4, coming to the line.
victory. Into Ohio Solar Connection victory lane. Put your hands together for Flying Ryan Likens. Dayton, Ohio driver, the Family Tradition Racing, Rylon Painting, Lewis Tools, and Stewart Custom Graphics car. Picking up the win, Likens finished second in the Barberton Speedway Bandolero points this year, where they run full time. From Dayton, Ohio has 6 feature wins and 14 starts. Impressive season for Likens, and it starts off well this weekend during the Ohio Invitational Fall Classic, presented by Snap-on Tools, by Doug Poole and Shook Auto. Late model heat race action is next.
We'll see 21 cars start tomorrow's feature in memory of Sue Schwark. In qualifying earlier for the late model division, our fastest of the qualifiers was the young man who drives car number 17, Andrew Smart, with a 13.625.
625. Greg Schwartz in one of the number 7 cars had a 13.628. Jimmy Carter, 65 car was third, 13.693.
Mike Massey was fourth in the 87 at 13.705, and Jonathan Ritter was fifth in the 28, 13.738. While we have this break in the action, I want to thank Kenny Betts of Stone Pros, who has donated this weekend $100 to the purse for the Compact A main, $100 to the purse for the Compact B main, and $100 to the purse for the Bandoleros. Big thanks to Kenny Betts of Stone Pros, who has helped us out as well. Of course, the Fall Classic this year, the Ohio Invitational Fall Classic, presented by Snap-on Tools by Doug Poole and Shook Auto. We're moments away from rolling late models to the racetrack. The McIntosh Oil Company late model division with a strong field of 21 cars. First one rolling out onto the Speedway, the number 25 of Chris Grubbs out of Alliance, Ohio. Rolling out second slot, the number 77. White out of Willoughby, Ohio. 4th starting position, car number 1 is Jesse Adams out of Akron. Car number 0 is George Riddle out of Canton, Ohio. The number 21 car, driven by Cody Jayberg from New Philadelphia, and driving car number 17, the top qualifier. Here tonight, Andrew Smart in the Ohio Solar Connection FLF Race Cars entry. Andrew Smart from Dover. Still yellow. Yellow flag still on the raceway. One more car reportedly joining our starting field for this heat race. 67 of Bob Page has pulled up to the lineup chute over there. Driver from Eurosville. Car that was piloted by Bob Schneider Jr. all season. But Page now behind the wheel tonight. As that car will come out of the chute and turn number 3 right now. Front row starters, the number 25. Chris Grubbs out of Alliance, Ohio. G&H Construction, UFO Mountain Racing Engines Baby Performance Car. And the 77 car of Joe Fuchs. 77 of Joe Fuchs in the outside lane. McIntyre Grill, John W. Cooks and Drive Training. This is quality housing entry. Coming around the green the next time. Chris Grubbs in car 25 and Joe Fuchs in car 77 today. Bob Schneider Jr. scheduled to be behind the wheel of the 77 on your Sunday afternoon for feature action. RJ White, Jesse Adams in row number 2. Field coming to green, 8 laps, late model heat. Fuchs lighting up the rear tires off the 4th turn. We'll drop it in line, coming through turns 1 and 2. Grubbs is the leader. Fuchs spun the tires. It's Adams in 3rd, White in 4th, and 0 of Riddle. See some drivers testing out the liquid that was put down in the outside lane earlier today for traction compound. And so far, Adams and Riddle are the 2 out there giving it a try. Riddle on the outside of White. Racing for 4th. We'll take it away on the exit of 4. Grubbs leading, Fuchs in 2nd, Adams running in the 3rd spot. Riddle running in 4th. We are halfway, 4 laps in, 4 laps to go. The battle up front might start heating up here shortly. Fuchs in that Bear Schwartz Racing entry has closed the gap on Grubbs. Adams also will get there, and Adams will look to the outside lane. Jesse Adams peeking to the high side for the 2nd spot. Not a lot on the line in this heat race other than bragging rights and wanting to pick up a heat race win. And Adams looks like the driver to going to give it a try. He checks up in turn number 4, though. 6 laps down, 2 laps to go. Coming to the white flag. Going to be 1 to go. Grubbs really backing it down in the corners. Final pace for Grubbs. He puts it on the bottom lane, and Jesse Adams says, I'll take the top. Adams to the top lane of the racetrack, looking for 2nd. Fuchs up the banking. Adams should be able to take 2nd. Can he take the win as well? We're racing to the checkered flag off of turn number 4. Grubbs takes the win. Adams 2nd. 3rd to Fuchs. 4th place to Riddle, and 5th place to RJ White. Pretty exciting race with the outside lane moving up. It was the 1 car of Jesse Adams having a solid run in groove number 2, and he comes up just short. Pretty good run for Joe Fuchs as well in car number 77. Tomorrow again, reportedly Bob Schneider Jr. will be behind the wheel of that car. Rolling to the line is winner of heat race number 1 for the late models, the G&H Construction UFO Mountain Racing Engines Baker Performance, car number 25 from Alliance, Ohio. Let's hear it for Chris Grubbs. Heat race number 2 for the McIntosh Oil Company late models coming up.
McIntosh Oil Company late model division here at Midvale Speedway saw Bob Page pick up the championship this year by just 10 points over Jonathan Ritter. George Riddle was third in the standings. The car 0 we saw moments ago, Bob Schneider Jr. The red car that we saw on track that is now being driven by the point champion Bob Page. Schneider finished fourth in the standings this season, and the heat race winner we just saw, Chris Grubbs, was fifth in the final standings for the McIntosh Oil Company late models this season. Getting ready to roll heat race number 2.
My girlfriend, she wants to go 5-hour energy bar, so that she just drinks a 5-hour energy bar. She carried, like, she was with me one day, she did like 6 of them. She did like 6 shots of vodka in a bar. At the time, we didn't do shit, but she couldn't even. What the hell, girl?
Two for the McIntosh Oil Company late models rolls onto the track. The 169 of Neil Rowley out of Roswell will start on the pole alongside the 45 of Kevin Garner from New Franklin, Ohio. Row number 2 is car number 4. That is Bobby DeVore. Bobby DeVore out of Midvale. 57 is AP Wren. Rounding out our field, the 4E of Larry Ennis Sr. That's your starting field. Heat race number 2 for the McIntosh Oil Company late models on track. Getting ready to come to the green last maiden race, the second heat. Rowley leads the way. Second place is Garner.
late model division heat races are over. There's several drivers we didn't get a chance to see that scratched from the heat races, but we'll see them in the feature tomorrow afternoon. This guy picks up heat race win number 2. Rockville, Ohio driver, the Animal Racing 169. Let's hear it for Neil Rolling.
Rolling now at our first heat race for the Canton Drop Forge Modifieds. Car number 6 starting up front in this event from Minerva, Ohio, is Kyle Lawson. In the 09 car, that's Philip Cox out of Sherridsville. The car number 27, driven by Ian Porco out of Denison. The number 13 car, driven by Kenny Feaster Jr. out of Barnhill. There's the number 50 car, Will Walker, second fast in qualifying. Outstanding effort for him earlier today. And your top qualifier, many-time track champion here at Midvale Speedway, car number 38, driven by Kevin McClintock out of Dover. That's your starting field, 6 drivers in your fast heat. For the Canton Drop Forge Modifieds, 15 total great Modifieds here this weekend. We'll see most of them run their heat races. Heat 2 coming up next. Coming to the 1 to go. Coming to the 1. Next time by, we will get the green for the number 6 of Kyle Lawson. And the 09 of Phil Cox. Green flag is out in the Canton Drop Forge Modified Division. Into the lead goes Lawson in the number 6. Phil Cox fighting back in the 09. Feaster in the 13. Right there with the yellow waves. Caution is out. Failed opening start. Failed opening start for the Canton Drop Forge Modifieds. Going to come to green this time. That white line in turn number 4 is where we need to start. The number 6 of Lawson was a little bit ahead of the 09 on the previous one. Cox backing back a little bit. We'll get the green in turn number 4. The 6 of Lawson goes into the lead. Cox elected to start about a half-car length behind the number 6. Porco making his first great modified start this weekend. And that car formerly driven by Randy Gray gets an opening on the inside. Lawson goes up the track. Cox nearly runs out of room. Lights up the tires. Some contact then between Walker and Feaster for the 4th position. They all get out of it. They come around to complete lap number 2. 2 down, 6 to go. For the Canton Drop Forge Modifieds, locking it up is Willie Walker going into turn 1. Up the banking with McClintock. He continued on, but a close call for our top 2 qualifiers at the back of the field. 3 down, 5 to go. Porco having a nice run in that 27 car. Drops to the inside lane. Will he get in far enough? Lawson gives him room. Gave him the inside groove through 3 and 4. He couldn't take advantage of it. Now Lawson goes and Porco do it again. Down in turn 2. Definitely a better exit that time for Porco. The contact he made has allowed the rest of the field to close the gap. 5 in, 3 to go with the line for Lawson. Lawson leading the way. Porco wants to take it. 50-50 tickets on sale in front of the main grandstands, heading toward the flag stand area. 50-50 tickets on sale now. 2 to go. Lawson leads on the final 2 laps. Another great run through 1 and 2, but Lawson protecting that bottom groove off the 2nd turn. Here comes Porco. So that inside's not going to open up. We'll try group number 2 with the checkered flag. Lawson wins. Port goes second. Finishing third is Phil Cox. Will Walker takes the 4th position. Kenny Feaster Jr. takes 5th. Feaster nearly pushing the 50 of Walker. Into the pit chute over in turn number 2. Maybe unhappy about something. Down by the flag stand, you see Terry Coletti purchasing some 50-50 tickets. You can do the same. 50-50 tickets on sale. It's going to be a pretty good prize tonight. I've heard already in upwards of $500 in our 50-50. In the Ohio Solar Connection victory lane, put your hands together for Minerva's Kyle Lawson.
Kyle Lawson, the best supply entry, has picked up the heat race win. Heat number 2 coming up for the Can't Drop Ford Modifieds. Taking a look at the lineup, the 75 of Bobby DeVore, the second of Midvale, Ohio, goes down first. Car number 3 of Austin and Berger out of Ohio rolls out second. The number 15 car, Kyle Middleton from Sandyville, is our 3rd place starter. Starting in the 4th position, number 9, Shimko. Car number 30, Columbus, Ohio, is the 51 entry of Christina White. As our starting lineup, race number 2, drop Ford Modifieds. Modified last year at Midvale.
Hey!
Going to see the one go next
Where's the
time.
Lottie at?
Turn 4 with 75 of Bobby DeVore. And the number 2 car, Austin Berger. Number 3 sponsored by Buckeye Asphalt, Matt Green Enterprises, and for the pole setter, 75 of Bobby DeVore. Right here in Midvale, Ohio. We're on a repair rental. Wait to drive your cars in class. Heat number 2. Can't Drop Ford Modifieds coming to green.
Spinning the tires a bit. Was a little more on the start. Still a pretty good start down the front stretch. It's going to be the 3 of Berger into the lead. And here comes Shimko to the outside. Bill Shimko for the 2nd position. 3 wide. No, Shimko says not going to do it. Shimko said not going to do it. Just a heat race, so he stayed out of the throttle coming off the exit of turn 4. The lead battle heats up again to the outside. Car number 3, Austin Berger. Middleton inside. On the outside, the 33 of Shimko. Side by side. Has now turned into single file for the number 1 spot as DeVore pulls away. Finlayson sticks his nose in there for 2nd. Kyle Finlayson takes 2nd place away from Berger. Finlayson, a long-time compact front-wheel drive competitor, moving into the modifieds and now moves into the 2nd spot. Shimko and that sharp 33 will also take a peek to the inside of Berger. Halfway, 4 laps in. 4 more laps to go. Trouble. Finlayson up into the wall. Losing the right front is Finlayson. Finlayson in the 15 having something break on his entry. Going to need the wrecker service over there. And a big thanks to Matt Wallach of Performance Towing. Jason Bain of Akron Coach for providing the towing services for the Ohio Invitational Fall Classic, presented by Snap-on Tools by Doug Poole and Chicago. This is your first chance during race action to take a quick trip down to the main concourse, grab yourself a bite to eat or something to drink. Short delay that has the 15 car. Kyle Finlayson breaking something on the right front, goes up, pops the wall, didn't hit it extremely hard, but harder than he wanted to. We've completed 4 laps halfway into this heat race for the Canton Drop Forge Modifieds. Leading is Bobby DeVore. 2nd was Finlayson. He has now given that spot up to the 3 of Berger. 3rd spot will be the 33 of Shimko. And the 30 car of Epling and 21 ride of Christina White. Under caution with 4 laps in. just about finished down in turn number 2 for the accident from Kyle Finlayson. I would say there's a pretty good chance that Finlayson could get that car ready for feature action tomorrow. Speaking of tomorrow, our afternoon program has pits opening at 10 a.m., practice tomorrow afternoon from 12 to 1:30, racing action at 2 o'clock, feature action tomorrow afternoon for all of our divisions. Only division that's on hand tonight that won't be on hand tomorrow for racing is the mini truck class. Parking lot drags coming up at intermission tomorrow as well. Going to be a fun Sunday afternoon. Warmer temperatures tomorrow as well. Mostly a daytime program. Come out and join us for a great day. Going out for a restart. 4 is the leader. Getting ready to come to green 75. Up to 4. Ready to go racing. 4 laps in, 4 laps to go. Berger in the 3. Good restart down the corner, and Berger takes advantage of it. Berger also didn't have a great opening start. But can he fight back with the inside lane? Berger pushes way high off of turn 2. That's going to allow the 75 again to get back to the inside. 4, who will lead lap 5. Berger by inches. Both of these drivers in late models and crate modifieds. Double duty this weekend for a pair of these competitors. Coming to 2 to go. 6 laps in, 2 laps to go. Lead. Second place is now the battle. Shimko gets to the inside. Berger falls off the pace. Drops back to the 4th position. Calls it a race. 1 to go for Bobby DeVore. Down the back stretch, making his way into turn number 3. Here comes Shimko trying to close the gap. He's going to run out of time. And DeVore picks up the victory. Shimko takes 2nd, 3rd place to Evelyn, finishing 4th to 3. Berger and finishing 5th, the 21 car of Christina White. The DeVore Auto Repair, Rent to Own, and Quaker Drive-Thru car number 75 has claimed the victory. It was heat race number 2 for the Canton Drop Ford Modified. Slowly brings it off on his victory lap as he comes to the finish line. Let's have a nice round of applause for Bobby DeVore. Bobby DeVore, the nephew of longtime veteran racer and Hall of Famer Glenn Jewell. Getting ready to move into legend car action. Legend cars are next. They roll onto the racetrack. First one rolling out is the 11 car, William Gear, out of Ona, West Virginia. It's the first driver to pull onto the raceway. Second car rolling out be the number 19 car, Don McCormick, out of Bristolville, Ohio. The number 1 is Brendan Lucius out of Uniontown, Ohio. Lucius, front runner at the Barberton Speedway throughout the season in the Legend Car class. Brendan Lucius was the 2022 champion at the Speedway, picking up 3 feature wins. Car number 2, another stout Legend Car competitor. The number 2 is Aaron Mulrooney out of Fairlawn, Ohio. The number 26 rolling up to the front of the field in the outside lane is driven by Tyler Martin out of Charleston, West Virginia. Also in the outside lane, the car number 77 of Nick Galata. Name familiar with many on the North Coast, the state of Ohio. Car number 48, driven by Bradley Weber out of Barberton. And the final couple of starters, looks like our last row, Mulrooney in the number 2, and on the outside, top qualifier in car number 97, Evan Finley out of Solon, Ohio, the Knox Racing car. Green flag in turn number 4, we're off in racing, the 26, spinning the tires a little bit on the 4th corner. That's Tyler Martin. A couple of our drivers coming from West Virginia this weekend to compete in the Fall Classic in a stout field. of legend cars with 22 pit side will make for a good feature tonight and tomorrow. Leading the way at lap number 1 is William Gear out of Owen, West Virginia. Second spot, the 26 of Tyler Martin. The battle is for third. The 19 of Don McCormick. The 77 of Galata. Galata making moves in the outside lane. Galata for second now. Drops back in line. Top 4 single file, but not for long. Galata back to the second groove, using some of that track grip in lane number 2. For the lead, slipping up a little. That was the 11 car of William Gear into the number 1 spot. The lead has changed hands. It's Tyler Martin. Second place will as well. Here's Galata to the inside. Had a racy track so far here on this Saturday night. It continues in the Legend Car Heat Race. Second spot now for the 77 of Nick Galata. Sets his sights on the leader, Tyler Martin. We're halfway. It'll be 3 to go. That's 3 wide. Look out! Spinning down into the infield. Stops just in time before locking it down before the truck. The yellow flag is out. Austin Stoll putting it in gear in the green push truck down there just in time, moving forward, thinking that the 19 was Don McCormick was going to slide into him. But McCormick, there was a little side-by-side battle on the backstretch, exit of 2. McCormick got sideways after rubbing wheel to wheel with another competitor. When he did, he just locked it down and nearly slid into the push vehicle on the infield. I think the push vehicle would have won that battle. 4 laps in, 4 laps to go. The race leader is Tyler Martin. Second place, Nick Galata. Third is William Gear. Fourth is Evan Finley. 4 laps in, 4 laps to go. Another heat race of legend cars getting ready to go next. They're in the lineup chute. Following the legend cars will be the open modifieds. And what a field of those we have. 3 heat races scheduled, 30 open modifieds in the pits. Yellow lights are still on, coming to 1 to go. Race leader Tyler Martin, in the 26 out of Charleston, West Virginia. Second place, the 77 of Nick Galata. Third place, the 11 of William Gear. Fourth, the top qualifier, Evan Finley in the 97. Coming to green off of turn number 4. Green flag is out. And the 77 of Galata gets the advantage. But watch Finley in the 97. He set fast time earlier. He started this race in the 8th position. He's moved into second now. Evan Finley on the move. Solon, Ohio driver takes second spot at the line. Still has 3 to go. It's going to be 2 to go this time. Finley needs to clear the 26 of Martin so he can go out and challenge for the lead. Mulrooney in the number 2 is moving up. So is Lucius in the 1. They're trying the outside lane and trying it to their liking. Next time they cross the line, it'll be 1 to go, and Finley has caught the leader. Evan Finley, 2-car breakaway, front of the field. Will Finley go to the outside? Nope, peeks to the inside, and Galata gets some room, but he didn't know if he would. 1 to go. Final lap. Finley going to try to set up maybe a crossover in 2. He does it beautifully, but the inside barely opens. Finley peeks inside, turn 3. Galata gives him room. Who's it going to be at the line? Galata high side, Finley inside, and it's the 77 of Galata. Second spot to Finley. Mulrooney comes home 3rd. Tyler Martin brings home 4th. Very good race for the Legend cars here tonight. Legend cars putting on a good show at the Ohio Invitational Fall Classic at Midvale Speedway. As Galata takes it pit side, electing not to get a photo taken here in Victory Lane. Heat race number 2 coming up next for the Legend cars. They'll roll trackside now. First one out is going to be the number 43 of Chuck Witt out of Carrollton, Ohio. Chuck Witt starting from the pole position. Car 410 on the outside lane is Ryan Jersick. Number 49 of Scott Martin starting in the third spot. The 50H car starting in the fourth position is Steve Haas. The number 10 of Robert Ailstock starting fifth. Randy Burns in car number 84, veteran driver from East Sparta, starting in the sixth position. And the number 9 car of Daniel Hall out of Hartville, Ohio, rounds out our starting lineup. That's our field of legend cars for heat race number 2. I believe we might have one more over there. We actually have 3 heats of legends, so we have one more heat race of legends still remaining. We're being told to double up. The 10 car is scheduled to be the outside row on the start, so the 10 Robert Ailstock will be out there next time by. Hopefully we will see the green. Number 2 for the legend cars underway. Good to see a strong field of legends here, and they put on a good show in Heat 1. It's going to be Witt taking the lead on the backstretch. 3 wide momentarily. Backing out of it is the 49 car of Scott Martin. 1 lap down. What a move for the 9 to the inside. The Hartville driver in car number 9, Daniel Hall, moves up to the 5th spot, looking for 4th. 4th place for the number 9 car. Chuck Witt is your race leader. 6 laps remaining. Ryan Jersick in 2nd. Scott Martin is 3rd. Daniel Hall is 4th. Three laps down, 5 to go, and Witt has held the lead for the first 3 laps. We're coming to halfway. Gave a little bit of opening in turn 2 the last time. Car starting to maybe shove up the track a little bit on Chuck Witt. Takes a low entry. Car pushes up, does keep his momentum up, doesn't lose much ground to the 410 car of Ryan Jersick running in 2nd. Jersick name, a familiar one in late model racing and modified racing over the years with Brett Jersick. 2nd and 3rd, close battle. Jersick in the 410 from Doylestown, Ohio. 2 to go. Final 2 laps for Chuck Witt. Single file throughout the field. We're coming to white. Jersick going to try to set up one more run on the final lap. Jersick closing the gap on Witt. 1 lap to go. Chuck Witt leading. Jersick in 2nd. Just about the way they started this event. After a lap or so when the field settled and strung out. Checkered flags out. Chuck Witt claims the victory, leaning hard on the right rear tire that last time. A little smoke coming out of it. Jersick takes 2nd, Martin 3rd, Daniel Hall 4th, and Steve Haas will take the 5th spot. The hair by Melissa Witt, lightning sign decal, and Signify Wireless. Car number 43, this driver calls Carrollton, Ohio home. Let's have a nice round of applause for heat race number 2 winner, Chuck Witt. Final heat race for the legend cars has the 47 Randall Klein pulling out first. 84 of Matt Snyder, Barberton, Ohio driver, will start 2nd. 29 of Scott Kitchen out of Doylestown, Ohio will be in the 3rd starting spot. Car number 59 is Brian Williams out of Greene, Ohio, driving the green car. The 14 of Tyler Kish of Middlefield. And the number 7 of Rick Rudier rounds out our starting field from Legend Car Heat Race number 3. These were the drivers that struggled a little bit with the handling of their cars, maybe a little less experience than some of the cars in the fast heat and the middle heat, but they're going to be racing hard. cart for a heat race victory. 1 lap from now, they should be able to go green. Of Randall Klein is the pole setter, and the 59 of Brian Williams. I don't know that it's the broadcaster Brian Williams, but Brian Williams driving the number 59. If it is the broadcaster Brian Williams, he can one day say, I'm Brian Williams and I was there at Midvale Speedway. Getting ready to come around to green, Randall Klein in the 47. And Brian Williams on the outside of row number 1, bringing in this time. Green flag is out. Oh, look out on the backstretch. Lock it up. Oh! Unable to avoid Randall Klein in the 47, went around, couldn't catch up to the steering, and 84 locks it down. Not hard contact for Matt Snyder, but contact nonetheless. We'll see if they can get rolling again. No laps in, 8 to go. getting ready for a last call on 50-50. Last call on 50-50 for the Claymont basketball team. $560 to the winner, the current winner's share, $560. Last call for 50-50. It's going to be a pretty good prize, $560, the last count for the winner's share. Getting ready for green coming around next time. Going to be coming to green off of turn 4, Terry Coletti with the green in hand, ready. CFV 47. Red line has a little bit of go this time. Lost traction coming off of 2 last time. In front of the field, everyone except one driver able to get by. Klein, side by side, a little bit of contact up front. Klein with the advantage heading into the third turn. Ryan Williams on the outside lane. Contact between the top two. Around goes Williams. He and Klein got together, and that brings out the yellow flag. The yellow is out 1 lap in. Top two involved in a heated battle going into 1, and the 59 looped it around. In and 7 laps to go. Randall Klein will now have the 14 car of Tyler Kish alongside. Restarting third, the 29 of Scott Kitchen. And Ryan Williams will restart in fourth in the 59. There's only 1 lap in, there's 7 to go. Coming up next will be the Open Modifieds. Open Modified heat race action is next. Coming to green. Kish, nicely done on the start. Goes into the lead, the 14 car of Tyler Kish. Out front, Middlefield, Ohio driver takes the commanding advantage. 3 wide for the second spot. Look out, as the 47 has now given up the bottom lane. Randall Klein slipping back into the third spot. Williams started the challenge but ran out of room in the front stretch when they went all the way up to the wall. 3 and 5 to go. Yellow's out. Debris in turn number 2. Debris in 2. Up. One of the drivers hit it. 47 hit it. It's middle of the backstretch now, up underneath the Midvale Speedway signage. And 47 has taken it now into the infield. So yellow for Debris being picked up on the backstretch. Kish is the leader. Kitchen is in second. And now Brian Williams is in third. In, 5 to go. 47 car, Randall Klein, will be restarting in the third spot. Scheduled to restart in third. Three laps in, 5 to go. Finally, they get the lineup on the backstretch. They're being told over the air receivers inside the car. Green is out. Got it just in time. We're back underway. The 14 of Tyler Kish battles for the lead. Yellow is back out. Yellow is back out. Caution flag back out. Bit of a surprise maybe to the drivers when the green came out last time around, so they're going to bunch them up and try it again next time in turn 4. Kish in the 14 and Kitchen the 29. We'll try it again in 4. 3 laps down, 5 laps to go. Legend car final heat race. Open modifieds are next. What a field. 30 cars. In, 4 laps to go. Kitchen leading the way. Kish takes it away for a moment. Kitchen leads it back, takes it back away. Back and forth battle for the race lead right now. At the line that time was Kitchen in the 29. 3 laps to go. Going to be 2 to go the next time at the stripe. Good battle for the first spot. To go for Kish in the 14. Kitchen now falling back a few car lengths behind, loses a lot of ground over in turn number 2. White flag this time, 1 to go. Final lap for Tyler Kish. He keeps it in the right direction. Going to be tough to beat the number 14 at this point. Closing the gap a little bit in turn number 3 is Kitchen, but it's going to be Kish, bringing it to the checkered flag in heat race 3 for the Legends. Second spot to the 29 of Kitchen. Third spot to the 59 of Brian Williams. Taking 4th is Randall Klein in the 47, and rounding out the top 5, car number 7, Rick Rudier. KB Trailer Sales, Centerless Grinding Solutions, and Real Toys Power Sports. Car number 14 has claimed the heat race victory, the final heat for the Legend cars. We'll see him later in the feature. From Middlefield, Ohio, let's have a nice round of applause for Tyler Kish. It is our first race of 3 heat races for the Open Modifieds. Open Modifieds on track, starting on the pole of this heat race, the number 28 car of Scott Archer. Scott Archer in car 28 out of Canton, Ohio. Spencer Steinman drives the white number 37 in the second starting position. Spencer Steinman out of LaGrange. Michael Stone in car number 331 on the inside of row number 2. Stone out of Carrollton, Ohio, former champion in the crate modified division here at Midvale Speedway. Car number 82 is Bob Sidlett Jr. out of Massillon, Ohio, starting outside of row 1. The blue car number 37 driven by TJ Steinman. TJ Steinman in the blue 37 car, the father of Spencer Steinman. They nearly qualified identical times. They ended up 5th and 6th in the qualifying rundown. Car number 46, champion in the Great Modifieds and the Great Models here at the track this season. 36 of Bob Page. And rounding out our field in the number 51 car, Rick Elkins Jr. out of Carrollton. That is your starting field for the Open Modifieds 8-lap heat race. Scott Archer out of Canton, veteran driver. On the pole position, going to see the white flag this time. 1 lap until we go green. Sibla, Bob Sibla Jr., another veteran racer, son of Hall of Famer Bob Sibla on the outside of row number 1. That is Spencer Steinman on the inside of row number 2 and his dad, TJ Steinman, outside of row number 2. Their qualifying times were nearly identical, just 1/100th of a second difference. Green flag, turn 4 underway. Oh, Archer spinning the tires, lighting them up down the straightaway. Here comes Spencer Steinman to the outside lane, but yellow is out. Didn't like the opening start, did Terry Coletti, so the 28th of Archer, 82 of Sibla. We'll try it again next time around. Steinman and Steinman in row number 2. Michael Stone, the 46 of Bob Page in row 3, and again, Elkins making up that final row. As we're back to green, turn 4 for the restart. Nice start down there. Archer still spins the tires a little bit before getting some heat in them. Sibla goes into the lead. Here comes Steinman to the outside. Archer closes the door, and fortunately for TJ Steinman, he did back it down, did not make contact. Could have been an ugly situation on the backstretch. As we complete our first lap, Archer lights up the brakes going into the corner. Able to keep it in the right direction, tries to close the gap on Sibla. Lap number 2. This time, 2 laps in, 6 laps to go. Sibla leads the way. Spencer Steinman running 3rd, 4th place battle between Michael Stone and Spencer Steinman. Page running in 6th, running 7th is Elkins. We're going to be coming to halfway this next time around. It'll be 4 laps in, 4 laps to go. Battle on the racetrack still for the number 4 spot between Michael Stone in the 331 and the 37 of TJ Steinman. Steinman making some ground up, the veteran driver, and for the lead. Here comes Archer. Has the tires heated up now, getting a little more traction, and for the number 1 spot, the veteran to the inside of Sibla. Scott Archer is going to have the lead at the line, and Steinman's about to take 2nd away. Archer out front. Spencer Steinman taking 2nd. Sibla Jr. running 3rd. Coming to 2 to go. Stone continues his side-by-side battle with TJ Steinman in the number 4 position. And Terry Coletti has the white flag ready for the leader. Scott Archer this time, but will he be the first to see the checkered, because TJ Steinman, his son, running in the 2nd spot, Spencer Steinman, right there just looking for an opening. Stone nearly finds one for 3rd, still might. Top 2, a little bit of contact, a little bump down in 3 and 4, but Archer claims the victory. Steinman 2nd, taking 3rd is Sibla, 4th is Stone, and TJ Steinman taking 5th. Pretty good open modified race right there. Spencer Steinman in the 37, a little bump down in turn 3 coming to the checkered to the veteran Scott Archer, who claims the win. Driver, a longtime competitor over the years at Canton Motor Speedway, here at Midvale Speedway as well, pulling the victory lane. Let's hear it for Scott Archer. The Archimotive Aero Performance Car 28 out of Canton, claiming the win in heat race number 1 for the Open Modifieds. BP Photography, located right in front of the main scoring tower here at Midvale Speedway. Come check out all of this season's photos, action shots, victory lane shots, and more, located right here in front of the main scoring tower. All of the binders are out. $1 each for photos down here in front of the main scoring tower on the patio. Come check them out. Heat race number 2 for the Open Modifieds has the 38 of Steve Mowry on the pole. Steve Mowry out of Navarre, Ohio. Car number 10 in the second starting spot, Nathan Embry. Nathan Embry out of Carrollton. Car number 66, the third car in line right there, the red 66 of Lewis McGrath out of Strasburg. The 57 is Braden Swaney from New Philadelphia, Ohio. And the 00 car, Todd Ripley, rounding out our field. 5 cars make the starting lineup for heat race number 2. In the Open Modifieds, there were more starters than this in heat race number 2. A couple drivers elected to just save it for the feature tomorrow afternoon here at Midvale Speedway. One more heat race of the Open Modifieds coming up next. And then one more after that. 2 more modified heat races for the Open Mods, a field of 30 cars here in this division, helping comprise that big field of cars of 156 that we have making up the pit area. Lining up, getting ready to come to one. One to go signal is out for Mowry in the 38 and the 57 of Braden Swaney. Lights are out. Terry Coletti with green in hand. You see Todd Ripley laying way back. He just wants to use this as a warm-up session. Try to get it fine-tuned for tomorrow's feature. Green flag is out in turn number 4. Mowry and Swaney come across the line, and yellow lights are back on. It will be a restart. Steve Mowry in the 38 starting a little early down in 3 and 4. They need to wait to the white line in turn 4. That's where they need to be side by side. They were not side by side over there, so they call it back. Yellow lights are out. Coming to green off of turn 4, Steve Mowry in the 38. Swaney in the 57. Embry in the 10, McGrath in the 64. They start to pick up the pace. They make their way to turn 4. Much better this time. Green is out. Off of turn number 2, into the lead goes the 38 of Mowry. Swaney in the second slot. Third position battle between Embry and McGrath. Second of 4 heat races for the Open Modifieds. Open Modifieds and Compacts are the biggest field of cars this weekend, but the other car counts are stout. All of the divisions this weekend. 2 laps down, 6 to go. Mowry leads the way. Swaney falling back in second. Losing ground on the race lead. Embry looks for an opening. Might find one if he sets it up just right, because Swaney pushes high coming off of turn number 2 that time. This wasn't close enough. 4 in, 4 to go at the line. Second place battle does ensue. Here comes Nathan Embry to the inside. He's going to have it at the line. Braden Swaney's going to drop back to the 3rd spot. 2 to go this next time at the stripe Final 2 laps for Steve Mowry. Mowry with a sizable advantage. Final lap for Steve Mowry in the 38. Mowry pulling away down the backstretch. Embry trying to close ground, not going to be able to get there, running out of time. The checkered flag is out this time. Steve Mowry takes the victory. Second spot to Embry, third to the 57 of Braden Swaney, and Lewis McGrath in the 66 taking the 4th spot. Let's put your hands together for the 38 car, Steve Mowry. Wise Motorsports entry picking up the win here for the second heat race. We have 2 more heat races in the open modifieds. Then we have the 3 street stock heats. Mini trucks and then the compact heats. And then our intermission. Next open modified heat, rolling onto the racetrack. Car 64, Brandon Limmerman, first car onto the Speedway. Limmerman out of Brunswick, Ohio. Number 24 car starting in the 2nd spot. Canton, Ohio driver Nick Grubbs. Number 60 ride, 3rd out of the chute, Sam Bigham out of New Franklin, Ohio. It's our inside lane pulling out first. The 32 car of Norm Taylor out of North Ridgeville. Norm Taylor in car 32. Black number 7 car of Dawson Knoll out of Marysville, Ohio. Bubba Smith pilots the car number 12 out of North Canton. And rounding out our field, the number 17 of Nathan McCauley out of Millersport, Ohio. Those are the drivers in heat race number 3 for the open modifieds. Getting ready to line the field for 8 laps. Heat race number 3 for the open modifieds. Brandon Limmerman in the 64 and Norm Taylor in the 32 will be our front row starters. The second row made up of Grubbs and the 7 of Knoll. 60 of Bigham and 12 of Smith, and a 17. Rounding out our field, that's Nathan McCauley. Going to be Limmerman and Taylor to lead the field to green this time. The veteran racer Norm Taylor on the outside of that first row. Set for the opening start of this 8-lap heat race number 3 for the modifieds. Taylor leads the way. Brandon Limmerman runs second. Nick Grubbs is third. Fourth place, Sam Bigham in fifth. The 12 car of Bubba Smith. Five down, 3 laps to go as Taylor leads the way. Going to be tough to beat. Norm Taylor holding against the inside lane, pulling away down the straightaways, keeps it on the bottom through the turns. 2 to go. Coming to the white flag, 1 lap to go for Norm Taylor. Coming to the checkered flag, car number 32 claiming the win in heat race number 3, Norm Taylor. Second spot, Brandon Lemmerman. Nick Grubbs in third, Sam Bigham fourth, and Bubba Smith finishes in the 5th spot. Heat 3 in the books. There are some stout open modified competitors here this weekend. There were some good ones in that heat race, and those were the 3rd heat competitors, meaning they didn't qualify as well as those in the first 2 heats. Taking the victory in heat race number 3, the Taylor Painting, Ed Racing Solutions, Rocket Fab, BK Excavating and Performance Fabrication, number 32 from North Ridgeville. Let's hear it for the veteran, Norm Taylor. 3rd and final heat race for the open modifieds is next. 4th and final heat race. We've already run 3. 4th heat race coming up next for the mods. Fourth heat race lined up over there for the modifieds, getting ready to come to the track. First car out's going to be the number 22 car, Derek Gaycom, car number 22. Rolling out first, car number 37, Christian Bailey out of Louisville, Ohio, one of our 337 cars, the other 2 the Steinmans. Third car to roll out, the number 3 of Sean Lewis. Then we have the number 16 car of Adam White. Adam White out of Hartville, Ohio. Then the other number 32 car, Norm Taylor just winning in his. This 32 is Brian Whitnell out of Reynoldsburg, Ohio. And rounding it out, the number 19, Gerald Altizer out of Barberton. Also out there, the number 3 car, the black and red number 3 of Austin Berger. The caution lights have been turned off. The field is getting ready to come to green, this time for 8 laps. This is the final heat race for the open modifieds. Yellow lights back on for a field start. 22 of Derek Gaycom. 22 of Derek Gaycom starting a little too early, so White will get back to the outside in the 16. Gonna try it one more. This time, turn 4, 8 laps. Final heat for the open mods. Green flag is out. Side-by-side 4-car battle, front of the field. Gaycom the slight advantage. White fighting back to the outside groove. At the line, the 37 of Bailey takes the 2nd spot. Moving into 3rd, Sean Lewis. Contact for the 3rd position. White made a little contact with the number 1 car of Lewis. halfway, 4 laps in, 4 more laps to go for the 22 of Gaycom. Gaycom leading in the second spot, the 37 of Bailey. Sean Lewis running third. 4th spot to Adam White in car number 16. Going to be 2 to go this time. 2 final laps to go for Derek Gaycom in the number 22. White flag is out, 1 to go for Derek Gaycom in the 22. Has built up a lead over Christian Bailey, over the number 1 car of Sean Lewis as well. Checkered this time. Leading the most important lap, the 8th one. It's the 22 of Derek Gaycom, 2nd place to Bailey, 3rd to Lewis, 4th to White. Finishing 5th is Gerald Altizer in the 19. Austin Berger and Brian Whitnall also finish heat race number 4. The 4 heat races for the Open Modifieds in the books. Up next will be Snap-on Tools by Doug Poole Street Stocks. At the line, put your hands together for heat number 4 winner, Derek Gaycom. I believe, ladies and gentlemen, we may have a winning 50-50 number coming up thanks to the Claymont basketball program. Snap-on Tools by Doug Poole, Street Stock Division, pulling on to the raceway. We got him 3 wide already coming off the corner. We have a winning number. $670 to the winner of the 50-50 drawing. It is a yellow ticket, and the winning number is 719525. 719525. If you have the winning 50-50 ticket, take it to the main table right where you came into the front gate earlier tonight, and you have won $650. Again, the winning number, 719525. 719525, and the winning amount is $670. Here's a look at the starting lineup for the Snap-on Tools by Doug Poole Street Stock Heat Race. Colt Locker in car number 118 on the pole out of Summerdale, Ohio. Starts alongside the number 22 of Kylie Wood from Barberton. The number 64, driven by Ian Porco. Originally, we had received word that Luke Porco might be driving it, but Ian Porco driving double duty in the crate modifieds and the street stocks. So Ian Porco inside of row 2. On the outside of the second row, the number 58 of Zach Koger. Car number 88 inside of row number 3 is Dennis Wood out of Barberton. And car number 21, Mark Lucius. Rounding out our field of street stocks, heat race number 1. Off of turn number 2, it's going to be Wood taking the advantage. Can she close the door in 3? Kind of half closes the door. Locker caught on the bottom lane. Will drop in line now. Out front, car number 22, Kylie Wood. Locker now gets it rolling. Closes the gap. Porco in the 3rd spot, the 64 in the 3rd position. 6 cars making the call for heat race number 1 for the street stocks. 3 heat races scheduled for the division. And we're single file. 3 laps in, 5 laps to go. Kylie Wood opens up the inside lane. Colt Locker couldn't take advantage. Single file up front. 4 laps in, 4 laps to go. Porco running in the 3rd spot. Kylie Wood keeps giving just the slight opening to the inside on the exit of the turns. Locker hasn't been able to fill it just yet. 5 down, 3 to go. Here he goes, taking a peek to the inside. Took the high entry into turn 1 so he could get a good run off of 2. Couldn't quite get there. The battle for 3rd to the outside. Here comes Dennis Wood in the 88 car. At the line, Wood just inches behind the 64 of Porco. They're going to see the white flag this time. I think Wood might be able to take the 3rd spot from Porco in moments here as the final lap is coming up. 1 to go for Kylie Wood. One last try for Locker. To the inside, gets a run, gets the nose in there. Wood a little stronger down the backstretch. Locker backs it down. Maybe some slight contact in 4. Locker sideways. Wood wins. Locker 2nd. 3rd place. Oh boy, tight one. Porco, then Wood, then Koger and Lucius. Pretty good racing back there for the 3rd spot, and Locker came up just short of being able to get to the inside to challenge for the lead as well. Taking the victory. And the West Side Rat Rods, K&D Creations, Lee's Famous Recipe, car number 22, calls Barberton, Ohio home. Have a nice round of applause for Kylie Wood. One of the young ladies getting it done here at Midvale Speedway tonight in the fast heat race for the Snap-on Tools by Doug Pool Street Stocks. Race number 2 coming up next for the Street Stock division. Rolling out first, going to be the number 44 of Brandon Donnelly from Barberton, Ohio. Brian Smith in car number 1 out of Canton rolls out 2nd. .32 car of Cody Colmar out of Barberton, our 3rd car to roll out. Number 52 is Luther Hurley out of Brooklyn, Ohio. Car number 99 of Jason Gruhl out of Dover. The number 12 of Jeff Kuykendall from Barberton. Our final car on to the raceway. Going to line the field of street stocks up for heat race number 2. Giving a couple of extra pace laps to get some heat in the tires before the start of this heat race. This is heat race number 2 of 3 for the street stocks. Then we have the mini truck heat race and 5 compact heats before it will be time for intermission and trick or treat. Street stock top qualifier was Dennis Wood in the 88. We saw him in the first heat race. This is the middle heat for the Snap-on Tools by Doug Pool Street Stocks. Coming to green, the 44, Brandon Donnelly on the pole. Oh, sideways, look out, Luther Hurley. Nearly spun when he lit up the tires. And we go through 1 and 2, and we're going to see a yellow. Yellow is out for a restart. So going to have a restart next time around. 52 car of Luther Hurley lighten up those rear tires as they were coming to green off of 4. Ready to come off at turn 4 this next time is going to be the 1 to go. See the green next time around. For Brandon Donnelly and Luther Hurley. Six cars in this race. All 6 were scheduled starters in this heat race number 2 as we will roll around to the green. And turn number 4, underway. Ryan Smith taking a peek to the inside of Luther Hurley in the 52 car. Smith will take the second spot away. Jason Gould peeking to the outside for the third spot. Jason Gould now looking to the outside for the third position. Inside lane is Colmar in the 32, so they're side by side for fourth. Single file down to the fourth position. But now Colmar gets to the inside for third. Third place up for grabs. Colmar gets to the inside, takes third spot away from Hurley. So Colmar now starts his trek to the front. So does Jeff Kuykendall in the number 12. Kuykendall up to the fourth position. Six laps in, 2 laps to go this time. Final 2 paces for the 44 car, Brandon Donnelly. Brian Smith was running second. He's lost the second position to Colmar, who's on the move. Fourth and fifth, battling it out now. Jason Gruhl on the inside, Kuykendall on the outside lane. Smith checks up in the corner, look out. Smith, maybe some issues, pulls down into the infield. Yellow is out. Brian Smith's car coming to a stop in turn 4, locking it down. Car slowing dramatically, bringing out the yellow. Some sort of an issue on the one. Brandon Donnelly leads the way. There are 6 laps in and 2 to go. Race leader Donnelly. Second place is Colmar. Final 2 laps in this race coming up. 6 laps in. The leader, the 44 car, Brandon Donnelly. Going to go green next time. Six laps down, 2 laps to go as Brandon Donnelly, the driver leading this race, now has a challenger to the outside. It's Colmar, and Colmar's been fast. Donnelly in the lead, Colmar to the outside. Here comes Kuykendall in the number 12. We're going to be coming to the white flag. For the second spot. Kuykendall. Can he get an opening to the inside? 44. Donnelly spins the tires. Kuykendall gets to the bottom. He opens up the inside lane, then he closes it. Coming to the checkered flag. It's going to be a tight one. Oh, yeah, he gets turned around at the line, and Colmar comes across the line first. .30. 32 car of Colmar coming across the line. He was the innocent driver on the outside lane. The 12 of Kuykendall, the 44, made the contact. So contact coming to the checkered. Car with contact to Kuykendall, making contact with the 44 of Donnelly. Taking a look at the replay from Mid-Vid Racing Video, the 12 of Kuykendall got to the inside of Donnelly in turn 3, left the door open, and then he kind of closed the door on Kuykendall in the middle of 3 and 4. And coming out of turn number 4, Colmar running the outside lane up toward the wall. Kuykendall got back to the inside of the 44 car, and contact was made, turning the 44 car. So caution as the 12 of Kuykendall and the 44 of Donnelly got together. Believe the 12 car of Kuykendall tapped on the roof, took charge for the accident, so your winner will be the car number 44, Brandon Donnelly. Good race for Colmar in that outside lane as well. Credited with the second position. A little bit of excitement, a little bit of drama coming to the checkered flag on our heat race for the Snap-on Tools by Doug Pool Street Stock Division. And that's going to be our third and final heat race for this class coming up. Then it's the mini trucks, and then our compact heats, and then intermission time for our trick or treat. Here's a look at the lineup for our heat race. John Tannerelli Jr. back in action behind the wheel of car number 67, starting on the pole position. The number 55, Kyler Bertram, starting in the second position. Third starting spot, the number 10 of Katie Wood out of Barberton. The 01 car of Franklin Halter, starting in the fourth spot. On to our next row, the 73 car of TJ Dreyer out of Uricksville. And rounding it out, the 01 of Hunter Corbett out of Denison. That's the starting field, third and final heat race for the Snap-on Tools by Doug Pool Street Stock Division. Yellow lights have been turned off. We're coming back to green. The 67 car of John Tannerelli. Bring him in. 55 of Bertram outside of row number 1. Set for the opening start in our final heat race for the streets. Into the first corner. Tannerelli's going to have the advantage. Bertram falls into second. Meanwhile, the two pull away from the rest of the field quickly down into the third corner. Bertram will go back to the outside lane. Tannerelli with the advantage. Bertram, oh, big run coming off the corner, and Tannerelli checks up, it looks like, coming off of 2. 2 laps in, 6 to go. Bertram to the outside of Tannerelli. Bertram will peek to the inside. He's got the run now. Tannerelli tries to close the door. It's too late. Bertram's already there. Kyler Bertram trying to take the lead. He will at the line. New leader for lap number 3, Kyler Bertram. Tannerelli has fallen back to second. Third spot is the 01 of Frank Halter. We are halfway, 4 laps in, 4 laps to go. It is now 3 laps to go for the race leader, Kyler Bertram. Cars spread pretty much halfway around this 3/10 mile oval now. 2 to go for Bertram, Tannerelli, and Halter. Kyler Bertram leading the way. Going to be white flag this time. 1 to go for Kyler Bertram. Bertram will be coming around to the checkered flag this time. Race winner, the 55 of Kyler Bertram. Tannerelli takes second. Halter in the third spot. 73 of Dreyer and the 10 car of Wood. In the RPM Auto Sales, Joe's Auto, Lakes Auto Recycling, and Tony Newman. Car number 55 from Barberton, Ohio, Kyler Bertram. Getting ready for the Ross Mountain Barbecue Mini Truck Division. Truck number 17, Jake Beavers, on the pole. As we get ready to go 8 laps in heat race action for the Ross Mountain Barbecue Mini Trucks. Green is out. Number 29 of Trenton Croft starting outside of row number 1. Row number 2 has the 11 car of Bill Scott on the inside. And on the outside lanes, that 443 of Eddie McLean. They're still in formation coming out of turn number 4. 3 wide now back for 3rd, 4th, and 5th as the 99 of Bob Johnson look to the inside momentarily. Connor McLean on the outside in that 3rd row, rounding out the field back there, the 42 car of Jason Shaw. 2 laps in, leading again at the line is Jake Beavers in the 17. Beavers will have the advantage. Lap 3 down. 3 laps down for Beavers. 3 wide move. 99 of Bob Johnson now is in the lead. Found the opening on the back stretch and takes the number 1 spot. Bob Johnson leads 2nd and 3rd. Up the track they go. Beavers has the advantage at the line. Trenton Croft running 3rd on the outside groove. Just can't seem to clear Beavers. McLean now sees an opening to the outside. So we'll watch McLean now. Eddie McLean in truck number 443 to the outside groove. Up to the 3rd. White flag's out. 1 to go. All by himself out front is Bob Johnson. Johnson way out front. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th on back. In a pretty heated battle, but it's going to be Bob Johnson, truck number 99, bringing it to the line. The Harlem Springs, Ohio driver wins by a half straightaway. Second spot to Trenton Croft, third to Eddie McLean, fourth to Jake Beavers, and fifth place to Connor McLean. So that wraps up the heat race for the mini trucks. They will have their feature event coming up later tonight. That will be after intermission. In this feature. Pulling to the line. Your race winner in car number 99. From Harlem Springs, Ohio, Bob Johnson. Time now for the first of 5 heat races for the Bucky Mowing Compact Division. 57 car on the pole, 57 on the pole position. Blaze Bacon will be our pole sitter. Rich Dunlap in car number 36 on the outside of row number 1. Row 2 is Justin Riley in the double X. Outside of row number 2, the 45 of Timmy Kaup. Row number 3 has the 6 of Nolan Caldwell and the 47 of Eric Johnson. And Brent Schreffler in car number 7 makes up our final starter. Our top qualifier, the 64 of Zach Myers, electing not to run the heat race tonight. Green flag is out, coming out of turn number 4 underway for the first heat race in the Bucky Mowing Compact Division. Come to the first of 8 laps in this heat race, the 57, Blaze Bacon leading the way. Dunlap in the 36, running in the second spot sideways. The double X of Justin Riley nearly spun it. Single file formation for the top 4. Dunlap again peeking to the outside, drops back to the inside behind Bacon. 3 down. And 5 to go. Top 3 in a battle. Soon to be joined by the 6 of Caldwell. For second place, Riley got to the inside of the second place car of Dunlap. Could not pull alongside. Does get, turn 2, nearly an accident. Nearly trouble. Dunlap back in line. Hangs on to third. Thought there might be some retaliation. It didn't come, but will he be able to get back to Riley? Try to pass him back. Goes into corner 1. Not yet. Riley up the track. Leaves the inside open, but here comes a 6. Look out. Could have been big on the backstretch. Didn't happen. The 6 of Nolan Caldwell moves up to the inside lane. 2 to go. Good action from second on back. Nolan Caldwell in the 6, running in second. Here comes Dunlap to the inside of the double X of Justin Riley. 1 lap to go for the 57 of Bacon. Bacon out front. Caldwell in second. Riley in third. Side-by-side action for the 5th spot. Dunlap loses the position. Coming to the checkered, Blaze Bacon picks up the win. Caldwell takes 2nd. Good run late in the race for Johnson. Eric Johnson in that 3rd spot. Justin Riley takes 4th, and Brent Schreffler will bring home 5th. The winner of heat race number 1 from New Philadelphia, put your hands together for Blaze Bacon.
Remember tomorrow, you ain't going to break out your time. Give your hell. What's that?
Next heat race for the Bucky Mowing Compacts on the racetrack. This is heat 2 of 5. 3 more heat races after this one, and then intermission for the trick or treat. And then we'll have some features after that. 00 on the pole, Jonathan Heide out of Strasburg, Ohio. 68X in the 2nd starting spot, driven by Corbin Robinson. And we've got the 53 of Kyle Finlayson in row number 2, 427 car in this heat race. Josh Huff. Number 3 of Clayton Oliver out there inside of row number 3. On the outside, the 17 of Nate Smart. And Caden Scott rounds out our field heat race number 2 for the Bucky Mowing Compact Division. Again, 3 more heat races after this one, then intermission for Trick or Treat, and then 4 features on our program. We'll have the Bandoleros, the Legends, the Mini Trucks, and the non-winners compact race all coming up later tonight. Yellow lights are turned off, field coming to green. Jonathan Heide, the 00 from Strasburg, on the pole position. Ready for the start in turn 4. It's not a real good one. Yellow will come out. Failed start down in turn number 4. 00 of Jonathan Heide started the race a little too soon, was a car length and a half ahead at the white line in the 4th corner. Next time, we'll try it again. 8-lap heat. Hopefully Jonathan Heide and the 68 of Corbin Robinson can be on the same page next time. Contact, and they kept on going. The 00 of Heide came up the track a little bit, clipped the 68. of Corbin Robinson. Robinson's car off the pace, down in 1 and 2. Will get rolling once again. New race leader at halfway. It's the 427 of Josh Huff. Clayton Oliver rebounding from getting caught down in the infield on the first lap of the race. And Oliver has bounced back all the way up to second position. Oliver up to second, back to third, the 00 of Heidi. Finlayson runs in the 4th spot. Kyle Finlayson trying to make some headway in the outside lane. Nate Smart running the inside groove in the 17. Aiden Scott in the 62 is there as well. We're going to see the white flag this time. 1 to go. Clayton Oliver has caught the leader. Good battle from 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, but also for the lead because Clayton Oliver has ran down the leader. Josh Huff has Oliver challenging. Drops down a couple tires into the grass, came up a little bit short, checkered flag. Josh Huff wins. Clayton Oliver second, Kyle Finlayson third, Jonathan Heidi fourth. Caden Scott will take the 5th spot. Pretty good action throughout our field, throughout that 8-lap heat race. It was a tough break at one point for the 68 of Corbin Robinson. Got some contact from the 00 of Jonathan Heidi into his chances. Taking the win in car number 427, able to hold off a charging Clayton Oliver. From New Philadelphia, let's hear it for Josh Hogg. The high-impact tree service. Dave's Auto Body, Shine Salon. And Michael Watkins of Kiko, the sponsors for the 427.
Come out and get some candy, we'll have plenty. See you guys.
Heat race number 4 of 5, and then intermission time coming up. 4th heat race for the Bucky Mowing Compacts, waiting on it to roll out of the chute. Here we go for our 4th heat race in the Bucky Mowing Compact Division. On the pole, the number 84 of Scott Witten. Kenny Betts in the 37 starts alongside Randy Maggio in car 44 inside of row number 2. And on the outside is 47 Don Rufner Jr. Sheldon Summers is on the inside of row number 3 in car number 3. And on the outside is the number 5 of Tabby Stewart. Dan Bucky makes up our final row. Car 69 starting 7th. 1 to go this time. Big thanks again to our presenting sponsors of the Ohio Invitational Fall Classic, Snap-on Tools by Doug Poole and Shogato. Also, Kenny Betts of Stone Pros has donated $100 to the purse for the Compact A main coming up tomorrow. $100 to the purse of the Compact B main tomorrow as well, and $100 to the purse of the Bandoleros tonight. APR Plumbing, in honor of Doug Mate, the leader of the 14th lap in the late model feature, will get $50. Second will get $30, and third will get $20. Thank you to Becky and AP Wren. As the green is out, turn number 4 underway. Kenny Betts on the outside lane, taking the advantage off of turn number 2. Betts out front. Witten falls in line in second. Randy Maggio on the outside lane in the 3rd slot. Here comes Sheldon Summers to the bottom groove. Third place battle between Summers on the inside, Maggio on the outside. Rufner in the 47. 2 down, 6 to go. Side-by-side battle continues for third as the 3 of Summers, the 44 of Maggio go at it, maybe opening up a 3-wide battle. Rufner will think better of it. Check up, going down the backstretch. 3 laps in, 5 to go. Dan Bucky in the 69 also trying to come through the field from the back. Dan Bucky, the black car, in the 5th position. Halfway this time, 4 laps in, 4 more laps to go for Kenny Betts. Betts leads, Witten runs second, Sheldon Summers third. Second half of this race underway, 3 laps to go. Dan Bucky to the inside, Bucky to the low lane for the 4th spot. Rufner peeking to the inside now. 5th position up for grabs. Oh, Rufner, a little contact, slides it down into the infield, but keeps on going. Rufner gets back up to speed. Going to be the white flag this time. Going to be 1 to go for Kenny Betts. Second place battle now ensues as the 3-car of Summers has caught the Witten machine and battles for that spot. Summers to the outside. Summers peeking to the high lane. Not able to take second away at the checkered. Picking up the victory. A 37 of Kenny Betts. Second spot goes to Witten. Summers ends up third. That was the battle on the track on that last lap. Taking the victory in car number 37 tonight, Kenny Betts. Kenny Betts out of Barberton, Ohio, the Stone Pros. Final heat race coming up for the Bucky Mowing Compact Division. Final heat race for the 17 car. Beyond the pole, we have still another heat race after this one. We have 2 heat races left. I lied to you. We've got all kinds of compacts. So lining up a couple more cars, cleaning up turns 3 and 4. Final 2 heat races coming up.
Come up, get the camera.
is heat
race
race
number 4 for the Bucky Mowing Compact Division. 085 is Jordan Greathouse.
On the racetrack, Jordan
Greathouse
Greathouse.
in the 085.
Starting second, the 37H of Harmony Betts. Actually, inside of row number 2 is Betts. 77 is A.J. Andrews. The 85 of Jonathan Weber. The 17 car of Noah Kaufman. 42 is Damian Andrews. And rounding out our field, the 577 of Joe Fuchs. Yellow lights have been turned off. We're coming around this time for green. Green flag is out. Race leader Jordan Greathouse in the 085, second place battle for the 37 of Harmony Betts. The 77 of A.J. Andrews. Harmony Betts takes over the number 2 spot. Second and third side by side. Fourth place, 42, Damian Andrews. Trying to follow that inside lane forward. That's the place to be right now. 3 down, 5 to go. Side by side for the second position. Harmony Betts in the 37 looking to the outside for the lead now. Harmony Betts gets caught up in the outside. Andrews had the inside lane up ahead of him if he would have taken it. Greathouse had opened up the bottom groove but was too far back was the 42 of Damian Andrews. 5 in, 3 to go. Greathouse, timing and scoring had as the leader at the line, but the 42 of Damian Andrews is fighting back hard in the second groove, driving in hard to turn number 3. That time was Greathouse. 2 to go this time. Damian Andrews that time by a nose at the line, but Greathouse drives it in even deeper into turn number 1. Top 2 of the battle, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. We're nearly 3 wide. We're coming to the white flag. 1 to go this time for Jordan Greathouse. One final lap for Greathouse, but it's Andrews in the 42 fighting hard. Don't count out the 85 of Weber. Weber in the 85 is right there just looking for an opening. They're racing to the checker. This the completion of the event. 4th heat race to Jonathan Weber. 2nd place to the 42 of Andrews. Finishing 3rd was the 85 of Weber. 085 of Greathouse claims the win. Andrews 2nd, Weber was 3rd. A.J. Andrews was 4th in the 77, and Harmony Betts taking the 5th spot. A 3-car battle at the front of the field. Put your hands together for the winner from Akron, Ohio, Jordan Greathouse in the 085. The Cafe 388 Ward Racing, Kelly Toon Race Fab, and Stewart Custom Graphics car claiming the victory. And now the final heat race of the weekend. final heat race of the weekend. And then we have features coming up later. 4 features later tonight. Trick or Treat is coming up next. Almost Trick or Treat time. That's coming up next. Here's your front row starter. 17C of John Cunningham and the 36C of Hunter Cunningham on the front row. Row 2 of Alan Clark in the 0 and Landon 80 in the 02. And rounding it out, the 1701 of Nick Peebles. Trick or Treat is next, following this 8-lap heat race. Going to be coming back around to green this time. Hunter Cunningham, John Cunningham on the front row. Green this time, turn number 4. The Cunninghams bring it in, and we're underway for the final heat race. Trouble on the backstretch, around down into the infield goes the 17 of John Cunningham. Yellow is out. So it will be a restart. No laps in, 8 laps to go.
He's gonna give me a heart.
8 laps left in this one. With some problems. The 17 of John Cunningham, I believe, will be taking it to the pits now. Flat right rear tire. Flag is out. Next time we will go green. Try it again, second time try for an opening start here. 4 cars remain out of the 5 starters. Trouble over in turn number 3 momentarily as the 0 of Alan Clark made some contact with the 36 of Hunter Cunningham. Oh, now the 1701 of Peebles made some contact with the 36. 36 of Hunter Cunningham has been beat up over the last couple of laps. Take it into the infield. 6 laps in, 2 laps to go. Going to be coming to the checkered flag this time. Out front is the 0-2 of Landon 80. Off of turn number 4. Checkered waves and Landon 80 picks up the victory. 80 claims the win. The 1701 of Nick Peebles takes second. Third spot to Alan Clark in the 0. And the 36 of Hunter Cunningham rolling through the infield on the figure 8 track. Unfortunate race for him. Had some contact from a couple different competitors. It was a rough one, but we'll drive it back to the pits and get ready for feature racing tomorrow. Let's have a nice round of applause for the winner of heat race number 5, Landon 80. It is time now for the trick-or-treat session. So kids, you can start lining up at the flag stand. We'll get you down onto the racetrack. The race cars will be pulling out, and we will be having our little trick-or-treat session before moving into our feature action to finish our night. Feature action tonight will have the Bandoleros, the Legends, the mini trucks, and the non-winner